said I was gonna speak on this. Chris Rock, Tony Rock, So basically, Tony Rock did an interview. I don't know where the interview, the Green something. I seen it on the Art of Dialogue Instagram, where Tony Rock, the brother of Chris Rock, talked about how Chris Rock never put him in none of his movies. And he said in some of his stand-up comedy, he tells a joke where he asks his brother for 5 favors in their life. I guess since Chris Rock made it, and he said 5 times. He said no. So check out the music entertainment playlist, thumbs up the video, share the video, subscribe to the channel. And that's kind of where I kind of talk about. I talk about that in my some of my Patreon videos about how black people don't want to put other black people on. And you talk about all these old dudes, these old ninjas who be telling these young guys that they should get behind Kamala Harris and that the white man is the enemy and they racist and all that stuff, who are Democratic shields and shit. Excuse me. But they really point y'all in the wrong direction. These same brothers who didn't want to put y'all on with good jobs, didn't want to take you on as a trade apprentice. They ain't want to do shit for y'all. You know what I'm saying? Real talk. They ain't want to do shit for the brothers. They held up the good jobs at the plant. They held up the other good jobs. Didn't want to plug their nephews or their sons in, and told y'all to go get it on your own. You got to go pave your own way. Meanwhile, nepotism, in other communities and other societies are as rampant. Regardless of what they think somebody gonna do to what's gonna happen to somebody's reputation or not. And in our community, nepotism is anti. In the black community, it's anti. And y'all know I'm telling the truth. It's anti. And that just shows you right then and there. His brother had the means to put him on. And people can say, he's not talented or he's not funny. There's plenty of people that get put on in Hollywood. This is the era of the non-talented. This is the era of mostly people who backdoor you, as Corey Holcomb would say. These are the eras. A lot of these dudes are selling their back door. They selling their back door for opportunities. Look at a lot of the rappers like Ice Spice and some of the unfunny comedians. Some people don't believe Kevin Hart is funny. Look at him. So they can make anybody talented, anybody funny. They got writers, they got coaches, they got teachers, and all of that. But if you go back to Everybody Hates Chris, I don't know how his brother dynamic worked. I think he got 5, 6, 7 brothers and sisters, something like that. But you notice kind of his TV show, how he always noted how he was jealous of Drew, his younger brother Drew. He was just always jealous about how things naturally came to Drew, how Drew succeeded. You think he ain't jealous of Tony Rock? That, and I done seen that in my own personal experiences throughout life, how I knew dudes who got more chicks than me, or knew dudes who was doing better than me. They still would hate. And I'm like, damn, what you hating on me for, bro? Like, you got it. The people close to you be the ones that want to hold you back. And he said in the interview that they only started back really talking and getting closer once Chris Rock went through a divorce. Once he went through it, and that don't mean his wife didn't like Tony. But when people go through devastating things or trauma in their life, then they look to go back to the original point, or people that was there in their beginning, that they can confine in. But when they up and everything is great and everything like that, and they living their life, and marriage life, especially with Hollywood life balances, but of course they don't put their people on like that. That's the black way. Y'all only look at a fraction of, black people's kind of their biggest issues. Y'all look at a fraction of it. Feminism, y'all look at, black versus black crime and violence and homicide. But y'all don't look at the other side, the other part of it, the anti-nepotism. Where they don't want to see you get on because you might do better than them. But guess what? If I do better than you, or you do better than me, and I'm in a position where shit, I fell off, guess what? Now that you where I'm at, or you above me, now you can reboost my career. Now you can jumpstart my career again. So that's why I never really got the outshine the master shit. I never agreed with that, because as a master or as a teacher, or even teach as a parent, you want to see your son or daughter do better than you did. That's the point about it. And as a brother and a sister, you know, you should want to see your brothers or your sisters do better than you did. Guess what? If I fall off and I put my brother up there, he can give me a helping hand back up. But I understand too, a lot of people that you help get to where you get to, they forget about you. I understand that aspect of it too. So it's just so much disloyalty and dysfunction in the community, bro. But if you best believe, that's what my brother wanted to do, he gonna have to work for it. And his brother putting his work in on the road. He putting his work in on the road. But that's what you supposed to do. Look at the Wayans family. You know, Keenan put Damon on, and then they came back and got Sean and Marlon and the sister, and they all good. Now the grandkids is doing their things, or some of the nieces and nephews doing their thing and shit now. He put his whole family on. What if he just said, I just want to be the top dog and that's it? What if Keenan had that mindset? And that's why the Wayans family is the greatest black comedy family, one of the greatest families in black Hollywood, in all of Hollywood. Because most black people don't do that, bro. They don't do that. They don't put their people on. And it's sad, bro. It's sad. It's sad. You could tell that he was hurt when he did that interview. He was hurt. He was hurt. He was hurt. Said, you know, that's my fucking brother, bro. And he, you know, he talking about, yeah, he told me, you know, he was gonna put me in top 5 and I didn't have to audition. And they was gonna start filming tomorrow, and then he heard they was filming and he wasn't called, and he didn't get a call. You know, he didn't call. He said, I shouldn't have to call. I feel him on that. You told me, call me, tell me my people where I need to be at. He said, then he got a call a couple months later. He said they wrapping up for the shooting, and his brother never called and said nothing. That's why, man, that's why a lot of people keep to themselves. This is why I don't blame a lot of people, bro. This is why a lot of people keep to themselves, man. A lot of people, we grow up in a fantasy as young people thinking our family is the end all be all. Like, just because we family, it's a sense of loyalty. And I had to learn that, like, that don't make no sense of loyalty. That don't mean you more loyal. And just because you meet somebody one day, you know, just because you meet somebody I hate people that double park. It's always niggas in pickup trucks that double park. Like, if you can't drive a pickup truck, if you can't drive it, if you can't park, don't drive it. You can get you a little shooter. Shit is crazy. But yeah, for real though, that's how I be, man. And you know, you can meet somebody. I had to learn also, you can meet somebody this year or today that's more loyal than somebody you've been knowing for 10, 20 years. So yeah, it's diabolical work out here when it come to our people, man. So hey, thumbs up the video, share the video, subscribe to the channel. Next subscribe button is the bell icon button. Hit all notifications, increase your chance. Get notifications. We go live with our video. Financially, want to support the channel. Cash App, $, CJ Good 313. Venmo, CJ Good 313. PayPal link in the description. Appreciate the love, support. Let me know what's in the comment section. Peace.